Hey everybody, my name is Dr. Film, and yes, I'm qualified to have that name. Today in this video, we won't be doing a movie review. Instead, we'll be answering an important question everyone has in mind. Is The Sound of Freedom worth the watch? Before we begin, you should know that this review will contain some spoilers from the movie. And please bear in mind that the movie I'm covering in this review contains some content that may not be suitable for young audiences, so viewer discretion is advised. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe for reviews and more. And so, without further delay, let's kick off this review with... What the heck? What happened to the lights? Hello?
Oh, hi Dr. Phil. It's me, Artificial Schwarzenegger. Don't worry, I will fix this, and then you will love me again.
Oh no.
What are you doing here? This isn't the Terminator review.
You're wrong. I belong here. I belong in the channel. I belong in the future of the channel.
My gosh, you're even more dumber than you were before.
Hey, no I'm not. I'm like you, except more stronger, and more bigger, and more...
And more dumber, I completely agree.
No I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Just fix it already! Oh, thank you. Now. Dang it!
The pros.
First and foremost, you have to give props to the actor who practically carried this movie on his shoulders, which is none other than Jim Caviezel, playing as Tim Ballard. Man, in every scene he's in, he's just captivating. I'm not even kidding, whether he's doing his dialogue, whether he's just sitting and staring at his computer screen, or whether he starts to cry, you would feel every bit of emotion this character is feeling. It honestly felt like I was watching a real person. A person who is on a perilous journey in saving the lives of children. In fact, Jim Caviezel considers this his most important acting role since playing Jesus in Mel Gibson's The Passion of the Christ. But of course, there are other actors in this movie that deserves praise for their contributions to this movie, such as the children. Bro, their performances in this movie was just so... There's just no words for it. It's just not something I've seen before in a long time. Heck, even one of the actors, Mira Sorvino, was so impressed by the actors' performances. She described the performances as beautiful and heartbreaking. It was freaking heartbreaking, man. There's just no other words to describe it. And I have to say, the cinematography in this film looks pretty good. Despite their budget, they did well capturing some memorable and beautiful shots, while also capturing some pretty haunting visuals. It's the kind of visuals that help tell the story much better, instead of using the traditional expositions or forced dialogue, stuff like that. And I gotta say, the music score in this film was composed really well. For instance, the scene where the girl reunites with her family. There is not one dialogue said in this scene, yet somehow the music captures every bit of emotion that the family is feeling when they finally reunite with this girl. It was breathtaking, sad, and freaking awe-inspiring to watch, thanks to the music score. Alright, now that we've covered the pros, let's move on to the cons.
The cons.
Now, as I mentioned before, Mira Sorvino is in this movie, playing as the wife of the main character. And despite having a big star actress like her in this movie, I feel like she didn't leave much of an impact on this movie. Heck, she's barely in the movie. And I'd also like to point out that the actor who plays the father of the missing children, he honestly didn't do a very good job playing as the father who is searching for his children. He comes off as kinda stiff, and he wasn't really that emotional. Furthermore, while the story is based on a true story about Agent Tim Ballard searching for a missing child, and despite the story keeping you captivated and invested, I feel like the pacing was a bit off, especially during the second act. Honestly, there were some scenes during the movie that they could have easily edited out. I just feel like the runtime for this movie shouldn't have been that long. Alright, now that we've covered the pros and the cons, it's time to answer the question everyone has in mind. Is The Sound of Freedom worth the watch? No. I mean, yes! Yes. Absolutely yes. This film was definitely worth the watch. Now, don't get me wrong, this isn't the perfect movie I've ever seen. Like most movies, it's got its ups and downs. But I think the pros of this movie is what keeps you engaged from beginning to end. Honestly, with going into this, I was a little afraid of what I might expect from this movie, especially considering the controversies and the implications since this movie released. But honestly, I think this is one of those movies that everyone needs to see. This is one of those movies that will leave you an impact on your heart so much that you won't forget this movie anytime soon. Well guys, that's the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give a like, and please follow me on Instagram at Dr. Film Ronces for updates on my channel. And you can follow me on TikTok at Doc Ronces for funny videos, trailer reactions, you name it. And as always, I will see you guys at our next appointment.
Next time on Dr. Film.
We've prepared our whole lives for this. Oh my god! Oh my, I'm gonna be sick.
Leo, what happened? Is Donnie bleeding?
It was an accident.
Mikey, watch out!
Now that is some turtle power, man. Turtle power.